Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. How are we getting on? Happy New Year to all. So, a brand new year. Let's start with a new episode of Through the Keyhole. And as we are starting off in shiny new year, let's roll a shiny new intro to go with it. Okay then, so Through the Keyhole. As per usual, a couple of disclaimers. These are not my camps. These are camps I found around and about Fallout 76 via the player vending system. And if you guys would like to appear in a subsequent episode of the series, do head over to the channel's community page, scroll down to the bottom, and you'll find a post there with all details on how you can send your camps in for a future episode. So, let's get cracking. So, camp number 1, we are in the pretty far northwest corner of the map, just south of the WV Lumber. We've got a really cool little location here that's had a bit of a random encounter spot added to it since Wastelanders. Some very cool stuff on this build, nice and homely. I like that they've made use of the existing environment here to kind of demark the edges of the camp. You see, they've fitted the gate into the existing fence here, which is really, really nice. It works quite well. It blends in nicely. Very cool. And we've got a home on the right and a red rocket on the left. I should say a few of today's videos are actually going to be evening walkthroughs, as it just happened to be the way the cookie crumbled as I was recording these, but some cool stuff here. Nice simple little crafting space inside the red rocket there, makes sense, certainly the most obvious use for it. Neat and tidy, looking cool. Tucked next to it we have the seedy shed with a couple of vendors in there. Stash box is always handy when you're dropping around to people's vendors. Got a very gobby Santatron there, who was very, very helpfully chattering away, but what can we do? This was midway through the event, so to be expected. You can see a couple of the fishing racks there, which are kind of implying the edge of the camp, which is very, very cool there as well. It's much like the fence on the other side. Nice little generator shack, providing all your power needs, just beside the river. And here we have a few bits and pieces that are already in place in this particular location, with the... I'm pretty sure that porta cabin is there, but the... Dead Rad Stag and the fireplace certainly are. Well, and I'll give it a nice little spot and give a little bit of a nice outdoor area to the camp, which is very, very cool. Here we have a nice solid house build that uses the contemporary set, looking very cool. I like this a lot. Nice little accent there with the clock as well. A little bit of detail on the stairs as well. I think the player here has struggled a little bit with the budget, as we all do. There's a couple of spots where you can kind of see they've had to make a few sacrifices because they just haven't got enough build budget. Which is the eternal curse of building in, well, every Fallout game ever, but, you know, what can we do? What they have pulled off inside, however, is a wonderfully decorated little home. So, got really, really nice kind of festive vibe, carrying on the whole Christmas thing with the red and gold wallpaper. Nice warm-looking tones to the floor as well. Looks really, really cool in here. Stick our head out onto the balcony. Not a vast amount going on, but you got somewhere to put your feet up, chill out on the lounges and enjoy a sunset on the river, which is... sounds like a nice prospect to me. Nice little TV set up there, which I like a lot. Squeeze a dining table in behind the sofa, making good use of the space. A little kitchen space there. Nice clean Vault-Tec refrigerator on the end. A little nosy out the door. I like the upright piano under the stairs there. Bit of a tight squeeze. It looks like they've probably rug glitched that in, I would guess, from the look of things there. It certainly helps you get things under the staircase, which can be awkward sometimes. See, they put a couple of extra end tables on the TV unit there to give it a bit more room, which looks cool. Fills the gap quite nicely, that. Nice idea. We shall wander on upstairs. Only single-sided walls around the stairs there, but using the barn textures makes for a much smoother transition. It blends in much better, which is cool. Nice little tower and office space on the corner there. Always cool. Do like to see little towers on builds sometimes. It's a personal favourite of mine. Lots of lovely White Springs decorations upstairs. Nice use of the geometric carpet pattern, one of the new ones that came out over the Christmas period. Very, very cool. Do like that new lamp as well that we've got in the middle there, although the chain's a bit long on it, to be fair. As we'll see in just a moment, but it's quite cool. Nice clean looking thing. Puts out a nice amount of light without being too bright as well, which is cool. You know, nice little bathroom tucked in the corner. Absolute essential. He says, being the person who always forgets to put one in. Try and mind our head on the light fitting there, and we'll have a little swing around. We've got a little upstairs space just inside the roof here, which is very cool. Unfortunately, as I said, they seem to be struggling a bit for budget, which is the curse of 76, but we've got a nice little space up here. It'd be cool to see something in here. For now, just a few display cases ready for use should they manage to squeeze anything in. I'll swing down the stairs. Recently picked up those White Springs paintings myself. I'm really enjoying them. They add a bit more variety to the wall decor that's available, and they look really cool, so I do like them. One of the new allies from the Scribe of Avalon scoreboard there. It's Yasmin, I believe her name is, the chef. Chilling out at the dining table. And we'll take a swing outside. So across the way there we've got an empty vault shelter, but we won't bother with that. There's nothing in there today. But all in all, a very, very nice, cool build from this player here, actually. Awesome work. So, build number 2, sticking with the forest again. We are just across the way from Gorge Junkyard, just up the hill a little bit there. It's quite a popular spot to build this, largely because of the extractor there, I think. But I like this build. It's quite simple, but it's really nicely contained. Everything sort of flows together neatly, fits together. It looks neat, tidy, and well put together. I like it a lot. It's kind of hard to find the right words to describe why I like this. The lighting's good as well. That's always worth a shout out. You see everything's nothing vastly complex, but it just kind of comes together really well. Lots of neat lines and things put together well. Good work on the part of this player. So, a nice little player vending area, using the foundations there just to get a nice little veranda decking kind of area. Looks good, everything you need. A few crafting benches outside tucked in the corner as well. Those are nicely done, but both the ones on the platform on the right there and the power armor station sort of fit in. They're not obnoxious, they're not overly obvious, but they're there if you need them, which is a nice thing. Nice cozy little home here inside the log cabin. I'll have to find a use for this again at some point. It's been a while since I've used this, but one of the cooler pieces that Bethesda introduced back over the summer. Would like to be able to squeeze a bit more up there, as I'm sure this player would as well, but making good use of the rafters as well. Everything you need. The fireplace works quite well in here as well, surprisingly. And yeah, very, very nice. Little country vibe. Just what you want. We'll sit down the stairs. Would love to know how they managed to get those stairs in there. Not that I would have done it myself, but I'm interested to know how they did. Using the regular ones is easy enough, but those ones, it's quite an impressive feat. The short steps, I mean. So, we've got a zippy Brahmin over here who doesn't seem to want to stay in their enclosure, but clearly they want to play some music out on the cliffside here. Who can blame him? Nice little hangout spot. Fun little death claws around the fire type deal. I don't know what you call this. Set piece. Sculpture, art piece. But either way, a cool little thing on the edge of the cliff there. We'll negotiate our way around the rocks here. With a little look at the farm area. So lots and lots of crops there. Everything you need to create adhesive with. Looking very, very neat and tidy, which is always cool. Nice little Brahmin pen that is in no way penning the Brahmin, but that's Fallout for you. Oh, there's a second extractor there. I hadn't actually registered that when I was having a look around. For some reason I didn't twig it. Nice bit of lighting on these little farm area here as well. Good use of the farmable dirt tiles as well. Yeah, that would explain a lot why people like this spot if there's two extractors so close together. Again, we've got a shelter there on the right, but this player's not yet decorated it, so we'll skate past that one for now. Nice little cooking station out there as well. So yeah, really like the lighting on this and the way it all comes together quite neatly and tidily, and even with the long trailing wires it just kind of works and doesn't make the place feel untidy, which is nicely achieved. So yeah, very cool little build. So camp number 3, we are over at the White Springs, and as you guys probably know by now, I don't often include White Springs camps, mostly because the frame rates around the White Springs tend to tank quite rapidly, so this one we got away with okay, so that's very cool, and it's a nice camp, so I'm glad I was able to show it off. Nice little player vending area in the greenhouse here, making use of the new textures available. A lot of people taking advantage of the little sort of cyan tone to them there to create underwater vibes in their shelters as well, which is a good little idea. It goes with the slight tint to the glass there. But coupled with the Winter Wonderland type vendors, it works quite nicely in here, along with the blue lighting as well, the neon icicles, which is very, very cool. Nice little easily visible vending area just outside the camp, which is always cool. A couple of nice bits and pieces of decoration over the other side. A couple of the super reactors there, so something clearly needing unlimited power. Nice little chill out area beside them as well. And making good use of the Brotherhood of Steel Watchtower. So for those who don't know, this is available directly from Bethesda.net. It's a pack available on there. Probably not the best value for money that Bethesda have ever offered that, I don't think. It's, in my opinion, probably about £10 too much, but nonetheless, it's got some nice stuff into it, so if you feel like picking it up and having this particular fortification for your camp, then it's available. Couple of nice bits of decoration in here. Nice welcoming sign there. Everything you need on the ground floor. Heading upstairs to a nice little crafting space, making good use of the space. This person's clearly very fond of their super mutants in tubes. Liking the use of the glitter ball, the disco ball as well, which is cool. Little bits of detail on the wall that blend in quite nice as well, and provide a nice bit of light as well, which is always nice. And keeping it simple up top, just with the Wasteland Hero statue. And the obligatory couple of missile turrets. I'm guessing they were struggling for budget, which is why they've only got 3 out of 4 here, but I'm sure they'll adequately pulverise anything that should come to harass the camp. We'll take a little swing downstairs, and you may have noticed on the way in, this player actually has a couple of shelters on the go, which are quite nice, and we'll take a look around in just a moment. Kind of fit those posters and things nicely between the textures on the wall as well, so they look like they belong, which is very, very cool. Nice job on that. I like the spinning fans in here as well, those are quite cool. Ammo crafting station there for those who need. And we'll head on initially into the vault lobby. Door tucked in, kind of looks like it belongs, apart from the fact there's nothing behind it. And there we go, the vault lobby. So I like what they've done with this place, to say the least. It's simple but really effective, or at least it's out front. With the sort of pre-existing vault theme of these, it kind of bugs me personally. I'm not the biggest fan of that, but I find you've either got to completely hide the thing and change it, or work with it in some way, and to kind of create a vibe that's not overly vault, but is interesting and unique, is a bit of a difficult challenge at times. So they've done a nice job on this, kept it simple and cool looking, which works well. So sort of the vault elements blend well with the other bits and pieces they've added in to make it a bit more homely, which is cool. Nice little splashes of light around. I can't for the life of me remember what the name of those purple things by the door there is, but they do look very cool. I don't think I picked them up actually, which is a pity. I would like to use those. On reflection. There we go, into the main room of the lobby, or back room of the lobby perhaps. Really nice little vibe in here. Tucked a roof in, and got some kind of terrarium vibes on the side there almost, which is very, very cool. Nice little chill out space in here. I might have actually left the roof open in the middle, or found a way to make that work. Could be challenging, I imagine, but there's a nice little gap in the ceiling in here that would go well with the rest of the vibe. One other thing I really do like in this space, of course, as well, is that just behind those 2 super mutant tubes, they've got the circling light, which is added over Christmas. Some more outside as well, and it just makes them change colour as they go along, which is very, very cool. Not sure how they've managed it with the Mothman decoration on the wall, but that looks very cool as well. You can see the colours change on this one, I think. Or I might be thinking of the other one. No, this is just going to stay the same. The other one changes colour, which is very, very cool. Oh, those 2 trees that were added just over the holiday period as well are a bit big for most things, but they work quite nicely in here, which is really cool. So, tucked in the corner, we have the entrance to the utility room. So let's check this space out. There we go. All the utility you could want, tucked in to the entranceway here. Power armor station on a nice little bit of an angle in the corner there, which works well. A few little bits and pieces on the walls. Looking good. Nice little row of neatly lined up animal heads there, which is cool. Very neat and tidy, I do like that. Following the lines in the environment always works well. Lots of random bits and pieces in here, but it does look very cool, very cosy. Sort of making that floor seem homely is always the challenge if you don't want to put a full new floor down, but they've managed to break it up quite nicely here. Personally, I don't think the skin rugs are exactly Bethesda's finest camp item that has been added, but they look cool. I know plenty of people do like them. Some nice little separate areas for hanging out and different activities in this place as well. Nice little sitting area here by the fire. I love all the different plushies there just hanging out by the fire. That's really cool. Wave from Santa there. A little seating area around the Brotherhood round table. Adding that mushroom cloud lamp on the table works quite nicely as well. That's fun. I like that. A little wave from Santa on the way out. There's no atrium in this build, but nonetheless, the 2 rooms we have got look pretty darn cool. So let's head back up top. make our way back out. A Raider Punk hanging out under the stairs there. Seems like the sort of place you'd enjoy being. So yeah, all in all, nice little build. Use of some prefab assets really, really nicely done there as well. And nicely decorated. Cool little use of some of the new stuff as well, which is always nice to see. See those being made good use of. It adds a little bit of variety as well, which is always cool. So yeah, nice job. And for the last build of the day, we are just south of Morgantown. And this is a place that I've shown a few camps off over the last couple of years. And this one is particularly cool. Very, very weird, wacky kind of modern shape, but it works really, really well. Hopefully the frame rates will work out okay here, because this particular corner of the map for some reason has always been pretty janky on that. In fact, it's probably the only thing that this camp could change to improve is be somewhere with better frame rates, but could hardly hold that against anybody, apart from maybe Bethesda. All in all, yeah, this has got loads of things that I wouldn't normally do myself that have made me stop and go, yeah, that's pretty darn cool actually. Things like using the half walls as railings, stuff like that. In this case it works. You've got a gap under the roof there that kind of sticks out, but again, I don't know why, but it works. Very cool. Lots of glass, lots of different textures and changes in the flooring as well to kind of separate out the different areas, which I really like as well. That's cool. Lots and lots of detail in the decoration, which probably doesn't help the frame rate, but is the defining factor that really builds this bring to life. Try that sentence the other way around, shall we? Really brings this build to life. All in all, very, very nice. Little splashes of light, little bits of movement as well, which are really, really cool with the mobiles and the moving lights and the fans on the ceiling there as well, looking good. Nice little musical area out here, chill out in. Lots and lots of colour in this, which is really, really cool. Flashlight decorations as well. I thought those were going to get in the way, to be honest, when I moved around, but they don't, so that's very cool. Little foosball table tucked in there. Given the amount of stuff in quite a small space, the player here has done a really impressive job of actually making it easy enough to move around the areas, which is really, really cool. That can be quite a challenge. Crikey, that's a plushie collection. This would be the homeowner here, unless I'm much mistaken. Keeping in the plushie vibe going on with the bear outfit there. Fortunately, their bathroom visitors make it a little difficult to have a nosy around ourselves, but nice little bathroom tucked in the corner nonetheless. Nice little backpack on them there as well. Let's have a little swing upstairs. Said before, I'm not the biggest fan of that particular staircase, but it really fits in this build. The whole thing's so eclectic. It's my usual issue with it is it doesn't fit in with the rest of the building stuff that we have available. But in this particular build, because the whole thing's so eclectic, it just works. Kind of fits in with the whole eccentric, mad vibe of it, which is really, really cool. I like it a lot. Another splash of colour up here with different flooring again. All the workbenches tucked in. Nice little seating area out with the glass ceiling floor here as well, just to make it a bit more interesting, a bit different. Swing around the corner, got a few nice bits and pieces in the kitchen area. Nice little dining area outside with a balcony to just enjoy the vibe of the forest. Very, very cool. We've got a big gap there that would normally bother me, but in this build, because the whole thing's so eccentric and unique, and frankly modern as well, it just works. Useful phrase, that one. Let's see why Todd liked it. So we'll swing on downstairs and make our way back outside. And all in all, this is, yeah, I like this a lot. I do feel the decorations in particular tend to bring things really to life, camps in general, but this one is very, very nicely done. So there we go, 4 very, very cool camps to take a look around. Very nice builds, really good decoration, and some awesome inspiration to be had from the builds there. So awesome work on part of everybody who has been featured today. But for now, I will say thank you very much for watching. If you did enjoy the video, please do consider dropping likes and subs. It's always very, very much appreciated. Big 10k not far away, so I do hope you'll help nudge us over that particular threshold. Social media links, merch store, and channel memberships are all available down below the video as well if you'd like to support the channel in that way. It is hugely appreciated and helpful. Thank you very much to everybody who's done that already. For now, I will say a massive thank you very much for watching. Once again, Happy New Year, and I look forward to speaking to you all very, very soon.